Welcome to Designing the Business. I'm with Sol Shem-Tov, the owner of Design Hub in Millburn. He is an award-winning lighting designer who does not only the thousands of lights you see behind us, but does custom lighting for residential and commercial projects. His showroom highlights lighting as well as other interior design pieces. I'm glad to have today with me Sol Shem-Tov. When did you start Design Hub in Millburn?
So Design Hub was founded in 2016. We've been in business for 10 years, but I've been doing it all of my life, but practically since 1987. Design Hub was a new concept. I am an expert in the lighting field, not so much in the furniture and the design. But on one of my trips to High Point, I met a lovely lady called Linda, and she was asking me, what am I planning to do? So basically, she offered her expertise in the interior design field, and I went for it. I think the marriage was perfect. Between the layout of the furniture and lighting and accessories. It puts together a new package where people come here and just love what they see. They are definitely intrigued by the fact that they could buy all in one spot and make their life easier. We do full service. Today, we went as far as helping them pick colors, wallpapers, flooring, kitchens, you name it, and we basically are in it when it comes to the home. Yes.
Well, lighting is so crucial, and I've done a number of videos on lighting. That is what brings the room alive and also makes it so functional. So pairing the both is so
I would definitely have to agree. Lighting is the tip of the ice, and it makes everything looks perfect.
Oh, absolutely.
It completes the mood in the house. Going back to the conversation where, a comfortable home makes a comfortable person.
Right.
If you don't have the right lighting, it can actually irritate.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
Yeah. So color temperature and angles are very important, not to overly extend the amount of light in the room, rather make it comfortable where you are sitting down or relaxing at home and you're feeling that it's smoothing your feeling and making you feel comfortable.
In fact, I think that's one of my quick tips on one of my videos is just change your light bulb sometimes can make a huge difference in the room. If you're not liking the feel of the room, just changing out the color of the light bulbs, unbelievable.
Absolutely.
What's one of your favorite client stories?
I do have a good one for you.
Okay. I'd love to hear it.
So when I was in my 20s and I worked for late 20s, I worked for a chain store in Houston, Texas, where many of the customers are actually Middle Eastern, oil people and with a lot of wealth. One of them parked in at 9:30 outside the store with a Rolls Royce. So, back then, I actually wasn't even a salesman. I started nibbling in sales, but I was still working in the store as a assistant. And the gentleman walked out of the car and with the whole crew. And being that I was always first at the store, I greeted him. He walked in and started selecting a few items. He needed a break to pray. I assisted him because customers started coming into the store. So I assisted him in privacy and guarded his area where he was doing his prayer. And once he was done with his prayer, he was so appreciative of me speaking his language and protecting him while he was praying or giving him his privacy. He decided to select all of his lighting for the mansion, and it was a mansion.
So you became a salesman quickly.
And not only I became a salesman, I had there was a saying that my boss used to say when I come into the store. He used to say, "Watch out, Sol is here. Hide the vacuum cleaner before he sells it." It was really not something I felt like I needed to convince or sometimes just being nice to someone, helping, being a good ear, listening to what their needs are can make a big, big difference.
Absolutely.
And I think his appreciation was basically me listening.
Yeah, it's about service. It's not
Yes,
about selling, right?
that's right.
Sales,
That's
good
right.
salesperson is about servicing their clients, finding out exactly what they need and being able to come up with those pieces or the solutions that are going to work best for them. So you know how to
That's
do
right.
that. And especially you speak 5 languages. What are the
Yeah.
5 languages that you speak?
I speak Arabic,
Okay.
Hebrew, English, French, and Spanish.
Okay. You have used them all in terms of working with your business.
I can't tell you enough how much it helped me throughout my career. I mean, you have clients from all over the world, Asian clients that speak French. In this town, especially in Millburn, there are many that are from different parts of the world, and it's a joyful thing to speak in their native language where they feel comfortable. And
Right.
yeah, it did help.
Yeah, and they can express really what they want and you
Sure.
can understand.
Absolutely.
Well, what's the biggest mistake you see your clients making?
I'm actually working currently with a client that he insists he know it all or she knows it all.
Right.
And it's very hard to work with a client that is really not willing to listen, but rather wants to make the decision himself. And in 2 cases, that same client previously bought and had to return and apologize and go with the item that we suggested. My designers just suggested. I work with them personally. At a point, I just gave up, and I honestly felt it's best that they work with Andrea, one of our interior designers. But I think that's the hardest thing for an interior designer that has a vision. We have a vision.
Yeah.
We see how things are going to look. And just because you have money doesn't mean you need to make all the decisions.
Right. And you can't possibly, I mean, look behind us. You can see just in this showroom alone, there's hundreds of lighting fixtures. But this is just a drop in the bucket of what is available.
Absolutely.
And you being in the business, you see it constantly. You see the new introductions, you see the new products that are coming on, plus what has gone before. And so you can instantly know from talking with a client, this is a possible direction to take and where you can find that product that's really going to create the vision for them.
True, but Design Hub is not only tuned to every trade show. Design Hub is not only tuned to every trade show that there is. I travel a lot through all the trade shows, including Euroluce in Italy.
Fantastic.
I think there are very, very little people that do what I do as far as traveling, just out of curiosity. I love my field and I need to know what's out there. Design Hub, like I said, it's a lot more than that.
Right.
I'm personally a lighting designer, and I designed about 30 to 40% from what you see behind us, starting from a drawing on a piece of paper when you wake up in the middle of the night,
Right. Yeah,
thinking, and then, walking through the process with a local shop that will make the sample and make it look the way a light fixture should look.
Right.
Whether it's sizing or the amount of light that it's going to produce, weights, all the other aspect of creating a light fixture.
Right. It's not just it's giving you 120 volts and it's in gold.
Yeah.
There's so many other specifications on a light that
So
are
true.
so important, right?
So true.
And you have the experience, but then you also are looking at not just lighting, but all the other elements that are involved in creating a room.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm proud to show
Oh, show us.
my Forbes Award
Wow.
in 2006
2006.
for design. Yeah.
Wow.
And,
Fantastic. So you continue to do that. That's fantastic.
and I'm going to continue doing it after my little retirement plan here.
So, what's the biggest misconception people have about your business?
I think our name is confusing to vendors and to clients.
I see.
So when you deal with vendors, when you call your company Design Hub, issues of pricing arise because they want to categorize us as an interior design. And being that you are an interior design, you're well aware that you're at a higher level that than brick and mortar store,
Right.
where we actually take our time to and our effort and our money to display their goods. So that has been a little bit of a hurdle throughout all my career here.
Oh, interesting.
The name.
So will you change that name? Are you thinking about changing it?
No, actually, I just fought the battle. Every time there was an issue, I called the company. I
Right.
explained.
So
And
so it's just a matter of spreading the word, letting people know that the capabilities that
yeah,
you have here.
that's right.
Right. Well, we do the similar thing. People hire me to create beauty and functionality and in their home. So when I'm working with clients, I often see that clients make decisions that are in just so many directions, but without a specific goal or vision. Do you see this happening in your business as well?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Not having a vision is what we're here for.
Right.
To help them find their vision of what beauty should look. Some customer would like a more contemporary look. Some customers are more inclined to do a traditional home.
Right.
We have to cater to everyone, and obviously that's a part of it.
And so once you get that vision, then it's so much easier to keep the client on track, right? Once you
That's true.
understand what they're, because most people are not visual. They can't see the space finished. I think you are like one of those visual people that sees a finished space, sees the finished light piece, and how it's going to enhance the room. Most people can't do that.
Absolutely. There are times where I walk into a room and it just falls into place.
Yeah,
I know what it needs from the standpoint of painting and flooring, to the fixtures, to the artwork, to the couches.
Right. That vision is so important. What would you tell a professional that's starting out in your line of work? What advice would you give?
Don't do it.
Don't
That's
do
gonna be that's gonna be cut. That's gonna be
No, we're
definitely
not gonna
cut.
cut that. Don't do it. Why?
No, absolutely lovely profession. It's gonna take its changes, just like every other things. AI coming in. I think the low end part of the business, cookie cutter apartment buildings, are no longer going to need a designer, because the AI will definitely be able to capture small scale apartment and multiply it by the units that they need. And think a lot of our business will depend on the AI, but the high end part of the business will always stay very personal. I mean, you want to walk through a place where it's yours.
Exactly.
And it's very unique to your personality.
Right.
And that's why people hire interior designers.
Right.
They want to find their soul.
Yeah.
Through the environment that they are creating. We're not there to tell them exactly what to put where. In some cases, very wealthy people don't have the time, and they just give you a generalization of what they want their home to look at, show you pictures, and then you run off on your own. These are not my favorite clients. I love the clients that are actually involved, and they put their taste into every single piece that we are selecting for the project. And that's how it's put together through the soul of the person that's going to live there for the years.
Yeah. We don't want our clients walking into a home and thinking, are they in their home or are they in their neighbor's home?
Yeah.
It should be very personal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what keeps you inspired to continue?
I love hotel rooms, and I stay in very beautiful hotels when I travel. A few months ago, I stayed in Lake Como, in a place that just felt like we are 1,000 years back.
Wow.
And that was a great feeling. My wife and I enjoyed it very much. I go to places that are more contemporary, like the Wynn Hotel, and I feel as comfortable as I am in Italy, but yet it's a completely different environment. So my eyes are always on the detail, and discovering all these through my traveling, discovering all these different environments, fine environments, are inspiring me, and they make me want to continue doing and be involved.
Totally understand that.
Yeah.
What is one thing about yourself that you're working on to change?
I'm working on a lot of things.
Are you? What's like prevalent
That's a
in your?
funny one.
Is it?
I love that question.
Yeah.
In the sense of my approach to
design or business wise?
Okay. I think we are a constant work in progress.
Yes.
Us human are evolving, and without getting too personal,
Mhm.
I have a challenge right now with inheritance from my family.
Okay.
And I don't want to go through disputes where I see everyone else or a lot of people, families are breaking apart because of that. So I take a lot of deep breath and trying to understand decisions that were made and accept them, whether they're fair or not. Life
Right.
goes on.
It does, right?
Yeah.
It goes on with or without you.
Yep. So true.
What do you think needs to be improved in the industry?
I think the industry is actually almost perfect.
Oh, that's
There is
good
a
to
lot
hear.
of offers. There is a lot of creativity, endless choices. And I just feel that um, the 1% dare should go to a 10% or 7% or 15%. Although very few buy the dare. I call it the dare because it could be a blue chandelier in a
Right.
mix of a room that is all standard off-white
Right.
painted with harnesses and simply, the dare is what makes everything looks different. But that's a very personal opinion, and most people like to buy what other people have
Right.
or looks like.
But it keeps the room personal. It keeps the room connected to the owners when they're going beyond the box, right?
Absolutely.
And adds longevity to the space as well,
Yes.
I believe.
Yes. I agree 100%. And that's where custom takes place.
Yes.
Custom doesn't mean to me make it in a bigger size or add a tier to a chandelier or make the sofa curved versus straight. Custom could be with a dare. With a dare means it's going to be a crazy Indian fabric with plenty of colors, a higher sofa than a standard because the person is taller. Our sofas right now are built so tall people have a deeper seat, but
True.
very few work on the height of the sofa. I remember going to my grandmother when I was a young kid, and she had two beds in front of the beach where we had a beach apartment, and I would love to sleep there because the bed was so high. It was high because it was put on brick stones,
Okay.
but that's how she liked it
Yeah.
because she wanted to watch the view.
I love it.
And when she puts the pillows behind her head, she was looking at the ocean. And everybody loved that bed. Customizing the height, the pillows, the sizing is more than just standard depth sofa.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's taking advantage of all those attributes of a room or the space, if you have the view
Exactly.
and like how you're incorporating that in like bringing the outside in too, because
That's right.
we don't want to live in boxes.
That's true.
So what would you tell your 20-year-old self?
Be easy on yourself. Don't be too hard. Learn to accept changes are coming and you are making a difference. So whether it is in a small scale or a big scale, we're here with a purpose that we don't always find it, but through a 20-year-old young man eyes, you could see that if he has a vision, most likely he'll make a change and make a difference in this lifetime.
So not only do clients have to have visions, but we have our own
Absolutely.
vision, right?
Absolutely.
Everything is vision.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. So if people want to get a hold of you, where should they go?
I'm always available on my cell.
Okay.
I'm here at the store 4 times a week at least. We are opening our outlet store soon in Springfield, where our warehouse is.
Okay.
So we spent a lot of money to create a new showroom there, a new environment. We'll be happy to see clients come in, and we'll have actually more time to spend together.
Good.
And hopefully we can continue assisting the beautiful public that lives here in this town.
Yeah. Well, we'll put all the contact information below. And so you know where to get a hold of Sol and
When-
Design Hub. And I want to thank Sol. Thanks so much for
Thank you.
joining me
That
today.
was so nice of you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's good to hear about your story and how how you work and create visions for your clients.
Thank you.
So don't forget to subscribe to our channel and check out our next podcast up here.
You got it.
So thank you. We'll see you soon.